Hey everybody, I'm Lawson and I'm extremely popular because I have 2,378 close personal friends. Ooh, 2,379 friends? Well, followers. Okay, people I sorta know or met once. One of my friends is Jar Jar? What kind of name is that? I don't know a Jar Jar. Anyways, today I've got a great story about a girl named Gemma in my aunt's 6th grade class and how she made some real life friends. See, Gemma's mom got transferred and they moved to a brand new town where the kids have already been in school for a whole month. And Gemma's super nervous because all the kids will already have friends and she won't fit in. And they'll just ignore her like she's invisible. Then Gemma sees this girl Maisie walking to school. And Gemma's like, look at her. She's got it all together. But mom reminds her that most kids aren't as confident as they look. And Gemma wonders, what will they think of me? And her mom tells her to focus on what others need rather than what they think about you. When Gemma gets to her first class, it feels like all eyes are on her. But Gemma chooses to keep her eyes off herself. 3 minutes into Miss Freeman's lesson on Lewis and Clark, the girl beside Gemma, Maisie, breaks her pencil. Right away, Gemma reaches into her backpack and pulls out her extra pencil. Her big pencil. Her really, really big pencil. Eggs. Milk, candy, more candy. At lunchtime, Gemma sits alone and she's starting to feel really sorry for herself. But then she sees 2 other kids, Noah and Grace, looking for a table and invites them to sit with her. And Gemma even shares her dad's famous chocolate chip cookies with them. Dad uses cayenne pepper so the cookies have a little extra bite. And then after that, Gemma's right behind this other girl, Brooke. When Brooke drops her bag, spilling all her books and papers and the world's largest collection of ping pong balls. Some kids start laughing at Brooke, but then Gemma jumps in right away to help. And then Maisie jumps in, and Noah and Grace, and they get everything picked up in record time. And they all do a celebration dance. And when Gemma gets back in the car, Mom gives her a thumbs up. A giant thumbs up. And Gemma's actually excited to go back. So kids, never put cayenne pepper in cookies, but always do remember that friendship is using your words and actions to show others you care. Ooh. Oh, hey. My friend Paul posted this really cool picture of us from his birthday party yesterday. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna like this. Actually, I'm gonna tell Paul I like it in real life. With this! Look how big it is! That's so good. Okay, alright. Bye guys, I'll see you next time. Hey, Paul!
You're my calm in the chaos, my peace in the war. You speak light into darkness. You tell me I'm yours. Only you, Jesus, are in control. You are my every heartbeat, every breath that I breathe. You're all I need. You're all I need. You speak life, sing your love over me. You're all I need. You're all I need. Caught up in your captivating, never failing love. You are my every heartbeat, every breath that I breathe. You're all I need. You're control. Take my brokenness and make me whole. Only you, Jesus, are in control. Take my brokenness and make me whole. You are my every heartbeat, every breath that I breathe. You're all I need. You're all I need. Speak life, sing your love over me. You're all I need. You're all I need. Caught up in your captivating, never failing love. You are mine. Every heartbeat, every breath that I breathe. You're all I need. You're all I need.
I see the way you live. I see the way you love. I want to live like you. Oh, I want to love the way you do. I don't wanna wait forever. I know that your plans are greater. I am ready now, 'cause there's nothing better, no. Whoa, and now I know. Oh, I wanna live fully alive. Oh, I wanna live fully alive. I wanna live for you in everything I do, 'cause I wanna live fully alive. I see the way you live. I see the way you love. And I want to live like you. Oh, I want to love the way you do it. I don't wanna wait forever. I know that your plans are greater. I am ready now, 'cause there's nothing better, no. Whoa, and now I know. Oh, I wanna live fully alive. Oh, I wanna live fully alive. I wanna live for you in everything I do, 'cause I wanna live fully alive. No, I'm never looking back, never looking back. No, I'm never looking back, never looking back. No, I'm never looking back, never looking back. Yeah, he lives inside, and now I am alive. Oh, I wanna live fully alive. Oh, I wanna live fully alive. I wanna live for you in everything I do, 'cause I wanna live fully alive.
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. And now for an amazing story, inspired by the book of John, chapter 21, verses 1 through 19.
Peter hauled in the knotted net yet again as the first light of dawn gleamed in the eastern sky.
Empty. Not a single fish all night.
Thomas shook his head.
I doubt we'll catch a thing before it's time to take the boat in.
John studied Peter thoughtfully.
Peter, you didn't really want to catch fish anyway, did you? You just wanted to get out in the boat and do something normal.
Peter shrugged, but he knew John was right. Over the past few weeks and months, everything in his life had turned upside down. First, Peter had shown the courage to speak the truth about his friend Jesus.
You are the Christ. You are the Son of the living God.
Many people wanted to make Jesus king, even though the religious leaders hated him. The day before Jesus was killed, Peter had promised Jesus that he would follow him anywhere, and even give up his life for Jesus. But that very evening, Jesus was arrested. Peter was so scared he told 3 different people he wasn't Jesus' friend.
I don't know that man.
Peter felt sick about what he'd done, especially when Jesus was nailed to the cross and died. But then he returned to life. He appeared to his friends. It was amazing, incredible. Everyone was excited beyond belief. Except Peter must have wondered.
Is Jesus mad at me? Am I still his friend? Does he still love me?
Now Peter found himself in the boat, trying to figure it all out. His fingers tightened on the wet rope as he prepared to cast the net one more time. As he glanced over on the shoreline, he saw a figure standing there.
Friends, don't you have any fish?
Nope, not one.
Throw your net on the right side of the boat. There you will find some fish.
The 7 disciples in the boat exchanged glances as Thomas laughed.
I seriously doubt it.
You guys have anything better to do? Let's give it a try.
Together, the men heaved the heavy wet net back into the sea on the other side.
Hey, I think we've got something.
Bring it on in. There's 1 fish.
2 fish,
A red fish. Ugh.
a blue fish, and another one, and another 10. Whoa! Need some help here.
The net was so full of fish, they couldn't haul it into the boat. They began towing it to shore. John gaped at the man still standing on the beach.
It's the Lord.
Excitement raced through Peter's veins. He was about to see Jesus again. But just as quickly, guilt gnawed at his stomach. Facing Jesus meant he had to face how he denied knowing Jesus.
But it's Jesus. I've got to see him no matter what.
Grabbing his coat, Peter jumped out of the boat and into the water. He half ran and half waded to the beach when he discovered that Jesus started a small bonfire. Fish and bread were already toasting over the flames.
He's God's son and he's making breakfast for us.
Jesus smiled at Peter.
Bring some of the fish you have just caught.
Yes, Lord.
Peter ran back to the lapping water to help his friends haul their fish to shore.
153.
You counted?
Don't doubt it.
Jesus gestured to the disciples to join him around the fire.
Come and have breakfast.
As the disciples gathered, Jesus offered them bread to eat. John whispered to Peter.
This is what he did when we last ate together at the Passover meal.
When breakfast finished, the disciples rose to take care of their fish. Peter found himself walking beside Jesus. There were so many things he wanted to say, but he couldn't find the words.
Simon Peter, do you really love me more than these others do?
Peter swallowed hard. Surely Jesus knew what he felt.
Yes, Lord, you know that I love you.
Feed my lambs.
Peter remembered how Jesus would compare people to sheep in his stories.
Peter, do you really love me?
Lord, you know that I love you.
Take care of my sheep.
Sheep? People. Peter waited in his mind. Jesus must be telling Peter to take care of the people who had followed him.
Peter, do you love me?
Lord, you know all things. You know that I love you.
Feed my sheep.
Just as Peter denied knowing Jesus 3 times, he now confirmed 3 times that he loved Jesus. What's more, Jesus wanted Peter to go out and share that love with others.
He's forgiven me, even after what I did.
Peter, things are going to get even more difficult for you. You are going to be led places you do not want to go.
Peter slowly nodded his head. He was willing to do anything Jesus asked of him.
Follow me.
Yes, Lord, I will.
Because Jesus had forgiven him, Peter was now free to share the love of God with those around him, without carrying around a heavy load of guilt.